Hi, I'm Judi Vitale, your astrologer from ReadTheStars.com. I want to explain to you today a little bit about Mercury, because Mercury, as we know, is retrograde. Have you noticed? Oh my gosh, I have had the most heinous Mercury retrograde in years, okay? I have so far left my cell phone behind right before it started, okay? And then let's see what happened next. I lost my house keys when I was driving my car on a road trip. And then I had car trouble, and it cost me $500 to get it fixed. And then I was sitting in my office working last night, and I hear these two loud bangs. I figured, the neighbors must be doing something to their house, because it was on the wall that adjoins my neighbors. I guess it sounded okay. Oh, but it wasn't. My closet fell in. So these things and more are what happen during Mercury retrograde. Now, I'm used to the thing about the printer not working, and you know, you go to use the printer that just printed out 400 pages, but then you hit it again and it says that it isn't connected. Well, how could it not be connected when it just worked 10 minutes ago? These are the things that Mercury does, and I think that what Mercury wants to do is to challenge us to think a little bit more about what we're doing step by step, word by word, thing by thing, and motion by motion. Ironically enough, the night that I left my cell phone behind at a class, the teacher in the class had just got finished talking about how important it was to be very deliberate about our movements. And then, of course, the fact that I left my phone there really drove that message home to me. So that was a good thing. But in the meantime, I did have to have 24 hours without my cell phone. It was a little unnerving, but I did find it, and of course, good people were involved. So I was a very lucky cell phone owner. The other thing was, it's worth it to have that thing where you can lock your phone remotely. Nobody could bother it, so I was in good shape. So tomorrow, Friday, March the 23rd, we're going to have Mercury go back into Pisces. So that is where it started before the retrograde, but I could feel it. That was the night, we're about right back where we were the night that I left the cell phone behind. So I was feeling Mercury retrograde there. It was in shadow, as we say in astrology. But I think that we're all going to feel it starting tomorrow, and it's going to go the whole way through April 3rd. So we have another week or so to deal with it. I just want you to be aware of it, and to understand the feeling of having Mercury in Pisces. Mercury is not very happy in Pisces, where it can't really discern what's real and what is not. That's Mercury's job, by the way, is to tell us what's real, but it also fools us. So if you're having a moment of creative inspiration, that's a great thing. However, if you're trying to figure out facts and figures, check them again and again and again. Mercury in Pisces can be very difficult for those kinds of figures. Higher mathematics, geometry, design, things of that nature thrive with Mercury in Pisces. But from now until the end of the retrograde, and a little bit after that, we're going to have Mercury in Pisces again. So be deliberate about every thought, motion, word that you make or use or have. And if you have any questions about this or other issues about Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, or the many things that will be happening in the sky over the next several months, please address them to me at Judi, J-U-D-I, at ReadTheStars.com. And keep checking ReadTheStars.com, not only for your horoscopes, but for an important end of Mercury retrograde contest that will be coming up. I can't wait to tell you about it. That'll be next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.